Give me a second. I'm getting everything situated. Alright. Okay, so last time we did case number 3. The killer was Celeste. She made Hifumi kill Taka, and then she killed Hifumi. And we caught her, and after all that, Naegi noticed something very strange. Well, first Kyoko told her about a secret area. He went there. He got attacked by some mysterious person, and now after all that, things have gotten quite intense. He sees Sakura fighting Monokuma and realizes that Sakura is the mastermind spy that we had been suspecting. And he was gonna tell Kyoko, but he couldn't tell Kyoko because he had no evidence, and due to this, he couldn't tell her, and now she's mad. She's like completely avoiding him. Won't even talk to him, and now here we are. Okay. And right now we are in free time, as you can tell by the music. And I think the last person we hung out with was Byakuya, I think. And I believe we finished Byakuya's when we spoke to him. Yes, we did. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and talk to... We're gonna go talk to Asahina. Dining hall.
Okay.
Each and every person has to do their job. The cooperation of each player is true teamwork.
You got it!
That's a quote from the famous rugby player Yuji Matsuo. We gotta do the same thing. Cooperate so we can survive. Should I hang out with Hina for a while? Yeah, we're going to. I should have made sure I had... Wait. Hang on. I gotta make sure I have anything she likes. Oops. Let's see. Red costume. So weird. Alright, we can hang out with her.
Yeah!
Do you want to go for a run to release some of the stress? Every time we start talking to someone, we die. Listeners, I promise you, I'm not spoiling you and I'm not giving you like foreshadowing hints, I promise. It's just bad decisions, I promise. I'm not spoiling you through gameplay. I wouldn't do that. You know this. Where is it? Oh wait, I think she also, I don't know the red costume went, but she likes the scarf too, so I'll just give her this.
You got it!
Ah yes, the queen accepts this royal tribute. Just kidding. Thanks, Makoto. I get the impression she liked it. That's good. This sucks. Huh? What happened to her? What happened to her? She seems way more depressed than usual. Hey, Hina, what's wrong?
Oh,
well, I tried to convince myself I was imagining it, but I totally wasn't imagining it. Imagining what?
I'm sick of this.
I got fat. I figured.
Huh?
I'm so fat from every angle. I hate this. I hate it. Me too, Asahina. I'm also fat. I'm fat as hell. I may as well just accept it and embrace my new big fatty attitude. But what if I just keep getting fatter and fatter and it never stops? Same.
I'm sick of this.
I just get disgustingly morbidly obese and then nobody wants to marry me. Same. Which makes me depressed and I get even fatter. Eventually I can't stand up on my own. Same, girl. And then I die, sad and alone. Nobody notices and I finally lose weight. And I finally lose weight when my body starts to rot. I think maybe you're worrying a little too much. Besides, as far as I can tell, you look exactly the same.
What the heck?
You're just saying that. I'm a total chub monster. I'm a perfect circle. No, seriously, I'm not just saying that. Then, I'm still hot? Well, I mean, yeah? Really? Then I might still make it out alive? Yeah, I'm sure you'll make it out alive. Thank God. Seriously, thank God.
Okay.
But I can't relax now. I'm making an official statement. As of right now, Oi Asahina is on a diet. A diet?
You got it.
Just you watch. I'm gonna get so thin, it'll scare the crap out of you. Well, don't ever do it, okay?
Okay.
Don't try to stop me. I've made up my mind, and my willpower is rock hard. And now my resolve is even more rock hard.
You got it.
But before all that, time to get stuffed on donuts. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. I'm not sure if dieting is really in Hina's skill set. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. Oh, Hina, so full of energy. Donuts and protein made you gain weight. I know, right? But I'm fat.
Attention! Attention!
Oh.
Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can.
Nani?
Quickly, 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 quickly!
He made a special announcement to ask us to come to the gym. And he sounded pretty serious about it too. You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside. Aren't you gonna go in?
However,
I have a bad feeling about this. More than just a feeling. Probably Monokuma did... More than a bad feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together, after all. Uh-huh. You right about that, Urza. You are so right. Sakura?
well then.
Makoto. If something happens to me, Hina... Huh?
I'm sorry.
No, never mind.
So then.
I'm... Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves? Sakura? Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we were all gathered in the gym, it began.
Well?
Okay, let's get this show on the road. You're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right?
Huh?
We have to go through this again? No, not again. I can't take it anymore.
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low the you finally see just how low on the totem pole your life you really are. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive.
Today, I'm feeling black.
The reason I gathered you all here is so I could get rid of my grudge. Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya, you already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so what about it?
In other words...
Well, today, I'd like to tell you about that spy. What?
Hey,
So guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami. He said it so openly, it made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal. Even though he just revealed a huge secret.
What?
What? What did you say? He said the spy is Sakura?
what is this?
What are you talking about?
You're a liar!
There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura?
Huh?
Sakura? And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Roast her, boil her, kill her, don't kill her, whatever.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Either way, I can't wait. And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he had been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
Huh?
What
the heck?
So what does this mean?
What?
Is it true? Has Olga really been spying on us for the mastermind?
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way. But that is what the stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong! You're wrong!
Well, he's wrong. There's just no way.
Hey.
Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier.
Huh?
What?
Oh no!
That he was being for serious? That he was being serious for serious? Olga's been working for the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So you've been lying to us the entire time? Toko, go back to the library. Come on, Urza, stream just started. Control your anger.
Huh?
It's not true. Sakura's probably being controlled. Or revert. There's got to be some reason she didn't have a choice, or she was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. The mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. What? You're talking like you know that for a fact. Because I do know it for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. And that's why I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during their fight, I heard Sakura say she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw all that? The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind. Sneeze already, damn it!
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend who we can trust without question. Is that it? Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Not possible.
She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff, and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants. Okay then, Sakura. If you really have cut ties with the master... Oh,
I'm sorry.
sorry, I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious.
Please!
She's telling the truth. You have to believe her.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words.
I see.
I see. So even now, you've taken aim on our lives.
Wrong! You're wrong!
You're wrong. I'm telling you, Sakura would never do that.
What the heck?
You don't have to yell. We can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible!
It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However...
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What? I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility.
Huh?
Hold on. What do you mean if you both go down?
Hina.
Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this.
Huh?
What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well.
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
But...
Sakura!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
No way!
Hold on. This whole thing with Sakura is...
Don't make me repeat myself.
over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible!
No, Sakura is not our enemy.
Why?
Why? Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
What is it you think? What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is this?
That's...
Calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
But...
Anyway...
Go to your room, cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood of the night, at the end of the night, was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood. We were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy. But he's wrong. She's not the enemy. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues, even a soccer player touring Europe, even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor or retires. Every human has regrets, has things they'd like to go back and change.
But I don't, 'cause I'm a bear!
Right. And I don't have regrets either. I was God once.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. Cause I was Urza. You need to understand. I was God once. I was a deity. But they was like, you know, like I told you, planets just kept on suffering. And I was exiled. I lost my powers, but I still have my influence. Kyoko, good morning. Damn. Still ignoring me. Is she really that mad at me? But actually, it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around here has gotten really heavy. I can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible. Yeah, you need to. Like, I'm tired of her ignoring you, makes me feel like she's ignoring me. And I don't like that. Well, maybe a little. Makoto, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a dullard. Toko, Byakuya, what are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here. Refuge?
Such ignorance.
Such ignorance. Don't make that stupid face. We had to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. The Mastermind's... Are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is, if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat. Threat?
What is this?
Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair? The game should be fair. The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the Mastermind upsets that balance.
What the heck?
That's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid? This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible!
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey,
Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the Mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
however,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive that the Mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
This right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the Mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
But...
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she really can beat the Mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot, you really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her?
Interesting.
It wouldn't matter.
Huh?
What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the Mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Ooh.
What the hell?
You disgust me! You're a monster! To say something like that? It should have been you. You should have been the one to die!
What?
I should have died.
Interesting.
Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead. Try it if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
that's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants, and it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow! How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths. No, 1,000,000. She was just another hysterical little girl, hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you hard.
I don't have time to play with you.
And I will happily elude its attempts. So, you know, how about we, eat? Or maybe now's not a good time?
You know?
Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms, one by one. Phew. So, what should I do today? Are we hanging out already? Okay. Well then, let's check and see. I can hang out with Hina again. Okay. Where is she? I hope she's not too upset. In the music room. Toko always with Byakuya, I swear. Hey, Kyoko. We gonna settle things later. I can't talk about you the way I usually do with you all mad and stuff. It don't feel right. I know what you like. Makoto? Did you want something?
About that.
We worried about me? Hell yeah.
Sorry.
That's nice of you. It's okay, girl. I'm here for you. Hina was quiet and depressed, but what could I do for her? But I did what I could for her. Pretty sure that's what I said. Yes, definitely. Gotta cheer up though, donut-loving waifu. Damn. Mouse scarves. It says she liked the red suit, which I know I have. Red costume.
Huh?
For me? Thanks, Makoto. This makes me feel a little better. Yeah. Oh damn, okay, I cheered her up a little bit. That's what's important. Jesus Christ. Let's just go to her again. No, wait. How many coins do I have? 109? While we're here looking at these beautiful groping gifts, Urza, how was your weekend? Mine was so quiet. Average. On Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Saturday, I was asleep. I was asleep the entire day on Saturday. Like, I was just sleeping the whole entire day. And then, Sunday, today, I didn't really do much today. I just stayed in my room all day. And then, pretty much it. I didn't really do nothing today. Yeah, I slept all day on Saturday. And then today, I just did nothing. I was like, what am I gonna do today? Like, there's really nothing to do. I have no life.
Sorry.
Aw. Damn, she does not want to talk to me. Gotta talk to you, Sakura? I don't know what you like.
I'm sorry.
Well, damn. None of y'all want to talk. Fine. I'll go talk to someone else. I'll talk to someone. I'm just playing. I love you guys. Y'all just need y'all moment. Y'all and y'all feels. Played Pokemon. I love Pokemon. Let's go Pikachu. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go to the pole. If you ever seen that joke. That terrible joke. What the fuck? Hang on, I'm trying to figure something out. There we go. Hey, Toko. You look nice today. You look great. You look heavenly. You know, you look swell. What the hell kind of gifts do I have? Yeah, that's right. We talking to Toko. Last time we tried talking to Toko, she was in genocide mode, and genocide didn't like what I gave her. So we gon' try with Toko. Maybe Toko has a different taste. What are you talking about? Listen, Urza, listen. Urza, listen. Urza, please. Urza, listen. I literally... Give me this thing. Okay, I can't talk to Sakura or Asahina because they don't want to talk to me. I literally can only talk to Toko, and Yasuhiro right now. That, or I can just or I could just decide to not talk to either of them and just rest. Like, yeah, the game said you don't have to talk to them. So, is that just saying don't talk to Hiro or Toko? Are you telling me to just go rest? Is that what I'm getting at? Am I getting at go to sleep? Because I can go right back to my room. Rest. Oh, the pain. He better rest. The game said you can. I never did this before. Yeah, go to rest. You go through too much in your life. Urza said, fuck both of them.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite.
Nighttime already? Sorry, someone was talking to me. It's nighttime already? Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I hope nothing happens tonight. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Do you know what game we're playing? After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay, then how about I make you extra special? You can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards. I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other side of the line. And then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I've heard of it, but I know all about it, but so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular bear image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma!
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
I need to do something about Sakura. I better get to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Oh shit, someone's screaming. Huh? What was that? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Run! Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look! Hiro's finger shook as he pointed.
Hina! Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
You've gotta be kidding!
No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. What? Why? What happened? Well, Toka and Hina just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table and that led to a sneeze.
You SOB!
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire?
Totally not adorable.
Anyway, you totally not adorable boys. Just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else.
My beautiful scissors!
I'll start cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hero, help me. Sure thing. Of course it's Hina, we just talked to her. Of course. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury at the nurse's office, she seemed to have fully regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it was really just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic, that makes you sound even more hostile. I will forever hate you. Hey Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a little fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura?
But...
At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just...
What the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I guess I couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all those terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina!
Hina!
Huh?
Sakura! You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hero, what's the meaning of all of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that determined murderous fiend's fault.
Damn.
To hurt Hina, damn you. To leave me alone but hurt her? What is this?
How dare you!
What is this? I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. Calm down, girl.
No forgiveness!
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this!
I can't forgive them. Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
What?
I don't hate you, actually.
I
Exactly.
can't forgive this!
Why? Somebody save me. Hiro nearly tipped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. I love this friendship. I do as well. But just a second later, what's going on?
Hey,
What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
it would seem...
I gather that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not gonna do anything, I'm drawing a line, right here and now. Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Hey, Kyoko. Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore. Then Do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't want to tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that...
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
Damn. What?
Because
ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides...
And I
may have overreacted. Oh, she blushing. Okay. Huh?
Anyway,
it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk to you about something else. What is it you want to talk to me about?
Indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So...
Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but...
Shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting at a brisk pace. Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her. And eventually, we arrived. The dressing room? So, the something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring the others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something?
Correct.
Hello. Oh, it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why?
You see?
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work?
But...
I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of the school.
That's right.
The only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind will find out about it. They'd find you, and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So...
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
But...
I'm scared, but I can handle it. Let the AI child help. Ugh. It's risky, but let him help us. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but...
But still...
When I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
It's for the sake of everyone else. I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed. Too admirable. Too fragile.
Hey.
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah?
Certainly.
Then, when I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risk, the Mastermind really will notice it. But...
Makoto.
Let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But...
Hey.
He's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
Now,
if you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend?
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
Yeah. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. Our room without surveillance camera. The secret room we found. That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll have to move Alter Ego and the Mastermind. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then...
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shh, you can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood, your command has been implemented. Good. I have to have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden. I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there.
However...
Assuming the Mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
It's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Where is that room again? I think it's on the second floor. Oh, I can check later. Hey, Kyoko. What y'all doing up here? You love Alter Ego? I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. I love him too.
Have you
My
reached
obsession.
that certain age?
What are you doing? Living. I see. Anyway, I'm headed back to my room. I'll just be there, living, totally calm. Pretty crazy ass. Oops. Going the wrong way. It's in here, right?
Hey.
Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go, and make sure you don't run off. I'm going to wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then...
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Kyoko's so smart. Just who is this woman? Okay, first I have to find the network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is the network cable, right? I took the connect alter ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little longer.
I'm gonna do my best.
Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents are gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Ah, Kyoko.
What?
Yes. So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done. It's true.
However...
But the way things are now, right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we...
So...
If we can find some new clue, that will likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why alter ego.
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it's because of the stress of moving onto ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I completely dozed off. Who this? Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was as white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry.
Huh?
Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair, like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past, and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway...
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door is locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said...
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it a chair? Chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then, there's no problem if we break in?
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry. Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. There you go, boy. The window shattered into hundreds of pieces, scattering all across the rec room floor. I stuck my head through the now open window and started jostling the chair, leaning against the door. The chair is pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... all I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then...
a body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin! Danganronpa.
I love when it does that.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there, motionless behind her, while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. Well, wait, before I continue this. Urza! Yes, Sakura has died. Now then. 1, how do you feel about Sakura dying? 2nd, who do you think is behind this? Who do you think is behind this murk? And after, I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre.
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her. It's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It's one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura. What? You're accusing us because of... You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know it?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Geez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma
That's right.
file!
It's the next Monokuma file.
Yeah!
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina. You're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Huh? Was it you? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Uh-huh. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting a chance to finish things with me.
Phew!
Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fights. Cause even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated the school rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well done!
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie, before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Okay, interesting thought. It does suck that she has to go. Sakura was a very strong person.
Shing!
Cause I mean, did I read that? Yeah. Cause I mean, your lives are on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway...
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then, Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope. Don't really care.
Ah!
I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro? Do you object?
Um...
If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura, it's not a matter of hoping we can do it. But if we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. I better take the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is just the door we came through. And that door has been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is the classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery novels or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime even though some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some kind of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it would have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this in a lot of novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. When you think about it, you think we can cross that off the list?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of these 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during the trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Let's do this. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. Hina. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Huh? There's something else in the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Huh? The lock is open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint?
Why?
What's the handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker, and it left the handprint all in the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat is placed inside? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like those. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of it. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found in the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle is the weapon. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? That same stuff with magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Okay. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have had any problem believing that that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also had vomited blood. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what could have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit in the head somehow caused her to stop vomiting blood? Not a chance. But Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. There's a reason Sakura vomited blood. Absolutely has to be connected to why she died.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It has to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually, she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room. By noon, the Monokuma thought she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself, and I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I stopped her by force, even this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible to not have regrets, I know. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come into the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed... Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her here in the rec room? So you figured it, so you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact.
Come on!
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Oh, okay, thanks. Let's see... Wait. There's more to look at. Oh. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of to the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they weren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take a note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? Not sure how. The chair was shut against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence of any kind. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism that was used in the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke in to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locker room door from inside, not the outside.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with two people. I need to with two other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Oops. Who the freak are they? Those other two people probably went back to their rooms. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
But she didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit it, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but... Can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Ha! No, you can't. Of course. Of course. Urza. Of course, Urza would never. The day I hear Urza say something nice about Toko is a sign of the apocalypse. Or it's a sign that I'm getting my key to being a god again. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? You need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be...
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she had asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? What did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well... When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then, you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong!
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually...
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her ever since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Kira was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on!
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. I have no clue. We don't... Toko, she's just nervous. Yasuhiro, we've already established that he's just stupid. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it into his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found in... I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Well, since the crime scene's closer, we're gonna go there. Crime scene's closer, so we're gonna go there. Damn, I broken out the window.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So long with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway...
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look over them one more time. Alright, we'll start with her body. According to Kyoko, there's something to be discovered about Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Yeah, well, I know that, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around to it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then, how can you...
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes?
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder.
Hey.
Next is the wound on her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. That's not revealing in the slightest, Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko is a woman of many mysteries. We still have yet to figure out who she is. But instead, received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting when you say. There's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands are spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary. I can't believe she's able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. The bottles. I think Kyoko said she found out a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and I'm sure you'll find it. A correlation. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in that outcome. And it's not because you just don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree?
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work, collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. I love that. I love this little pose she does. This smile, like she got everything figured out. Like she know. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced.
In other words...
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you packed up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either way they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected would be lighter. I did my best to get them all, so there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then...
Okay then, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles? Put it all together.
Hey.
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back on the way? Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is on one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in in bold, bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to counter the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. There, I finished examining all the things Kyoko mentioned. And I did find some new clues. But when it comes to the locked room puzzle, I'm still totally clueless.
Hey.
Oh, I just remembered. There was something I wanted to tell you. I saw Byakuya in the chem lab when I went to get the scale.
Whew.
I didn't want to deal with him, so I took great pains to sneak in and out without him noticing me. And
so,
if you haven't checked out the chem lab, you should probably do that, since I couldn't do it myself. You know, the protein can we found in the murder scene must have come from the chem lab. I think you're right. I should probably take a look around the area.
Indeed.
Indeed. I always do that. God damn it. Gotta walk in the room with this douchebag.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Beat his ass, Naegi. Can I talk to you at least? So, did you find out anything? Somehow I can sense him saying, leave me alone, without him even having to say it. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I probably should take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is what happened, it must be related to the case somehow. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. How did these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We managed to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me?
I see.
So when you look at this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in and went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quickly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? Now he will snap. I'm trying to tell you, he gonna snap. But with how clear these footprints are, it'd be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. I should take a hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait. There's one bottle that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? So on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They are regnants. But put simply, they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It truly must be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, do you think studying science and mathematics has a practical... Hang on. Hang on real quick, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What, do you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The world of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't have to worry about too much about this shelf. On this shelf is one look and I can tell that it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. Hang on again. Okay. There should be no more distractions. Hopefully. Jesus Christ. So I can only consider this part of the shelving section C. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that Section A, there's a bottle from the label, with a label from Section C. That was a bottle of poison. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Chem lab shelf.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping! Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake!
Shut up.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial! You know where to meet, right?
Oh, the gateway's
Please
hell.
go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Is it time already? But we're right in the middle of figuring out this locker room mystery. I'll have to try and tie up all those loose ends of this class trial. No, I absolutely will figure out everything. Shut up. Alright, I swear, if this case was Hero doing something stupid, like putting poison in places it shouldn't be, yo, it's Hero. Who knows? He's retarded. We know this already. Jesus Christ. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. Look how little there are of us. Jesus Christ. And then, like literally 6 people left. That's insane. The ultimate martial artist. He has another fucking emoji looking face. A locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the? Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. I know, right?
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about a reverse?
Phew.
No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Now then, please go on the elevator. That emoji face right there, that's a classic. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Well, to be fair, Toko, you have a murderer personality, so technically, if you want to get technical, you kind of are a murderer, but whatever. Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us?
Hey.
Standing around here isn't going to do us any good. Let's get going.
What the heck?
How can you stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat?
What the heck?
I choose to believe they are separate. Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you?
Don't look at me!
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. Damn. Alright. Now, I know this stream was like this stream felt real short. But you already know I told you, Urza. I like doing the trials all in one setting. Plus, this is a little cliffhanger, like a really bad one. So, yes. Monokuma has learned the power of emoticons. Dark times. But yes, Sakura has been murdered. Asahina believes it is one of these three who did it because they all just couldn't stand the sight of her. And she is defending her friend. Kyoko is all like, guys, relax, please calm down. Asahina's like, no, it was one of these bastards. And then Naegi is like, Naegi's like, I know how you feel, but we gotta calm down. So, you know the drill. While this, I truly apologize for the stream being short, but you know, I have my priorities. I like being the way I do, alright? But don't worry, we're literally on chapter 4. We have 2 chapters left. I'm telling you, before the week ends, I bet. By next Saturday, I'm sure we'll be on chapter 6 or close to chapter 6. And then, you already know, I want to get to the second game before January 1st. Because you already know, my boy's birthday is that day. But, yes. Anyway, go ahead and, during this time of thinking, tomorrow, I want you to think about it tonight, and then tomorrow, tell me who you think who you think our suspect is. Who could get the better hand on Sakura of all people? A very strong woman. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice night.